Hello everyone and welcome back to Helsinki. It's Wednesday evening around 10 p.m. and I'm at the moment near the market square. So it's really beautiful evening here in Helsinki and yet another walk ahead of us. So welcome everyone and I hope you have a great evening tonight. So it's a bit unusual day and time of the day for me to have a live walk, but you might guess what's going on in Helsinki and why I am live at the moment. So as you know, President Biden is arriving to Helsinki and I was hoping for that I might catch and see his motorcade going through Helsinki. Moi Markus, welcome, nice to have you here tonight. And yes, evening is really beautiful tonight and warm. It has been quite warm day here in Helsinki today, around 25 degrees Celsius, and it is still around 19 or 20. So it's a perfect weather for a walk. Hello, got it. Nice to have you here. More people tuning in. So apparently President Biden's airplane, Air Force One, is on its way to Helsinki right now. It's somewhere between Tallinn and Helsinki at the moment. So he has not landed yet to the Helsinki-Vantaa airport. So I was estimating that we have a little bit time before we head to Kaivokatu Street, because it is most likely that his motorcade will go via Kaivokatu. So their route is going through Kallio and Hakaniemi and then via Kaisaniemi and Kaivokatu towards Radisson Blue Royal Hotel. So, and the exact route of course is not revealed for the public for obvious reasons, but at least some Finnish newspapers are reporting at the moment that it will be the most likely route that they are taking tonight. So the plan is quite simple. Walk from here, from Market Square to Kaivokatu and then perhaps towards Radisson Blue Hotel, where President Biden is most likely staying tonight. So Markus, Biden is attending a summit here in Helsinki. He is coming from Vilnius, Lithuania, and there was the NATO summit yesterday and today, and now he is flying to Helsinki because President Niinistö is hosting an Nordic Prime Minister summit tomorrow in Helsinki, and President Biden is one of the guests of that summit or meeting, and we see some blue lights approaching us. Let's see if that's just one. Oh, it's a convoy. Seems like it's a Swedish convoy. Sweden flag flying right there in that Mercedes-Benz car. So many convoys today already here in Finland, even though the actual meeting takes place tomorrow, and the meeting will be held here inside the presidential palace. So at least Swedish Prime Minister and Norwegian Prime Minister are already in Helsinki, and Swedish embassy is right here. So they might have been there and now they are going to the hotel. And like I said, President Biden will be having a bilateral meeting with President Niinistö, and I think after that they have this Nordic Prime Minister meeting. So I think President Niinistö will meet Biden twice tomorrow. So pretty interesting day. And unfortunately I won't be able to live stream tomorrow, so that's why I'm live right now. And I think this is a better time, this evening is a better time to spot the Biden motorcade, because tomorrow there will be much more people on the streets of Helsinki, and it might be a little bit harder to see the motorcade. I have my second phone with me, so I can read the news same time, and hopefully we will see when the Air Force One has landed to Vantaa airport, and then we can estimate a little bit better when the convoy will be here in Helsinki. Oh, but the evening is really nice, so no hurry. And seems like people are having good time and being relaxed tonight. Okay, they have added a small summer terrace here, and this year or last year the whole Senate Square was one big terrace, but there was some sort of problem. They didn't find any entrepreneurs to run that terrace, so this year the terrace is a little bit smaller. Do you guys enjoy reading this type of posters that are just put on the lampposts? I think these are really interesting because usually they advertise some small events and maybe concerts and stuff like that. So you might get some really nice tips if you take a moment and read these. So even though it's mid-July right now, there is quite a lot going on in Finland right now, and we have some, let's say, internal affairs going on, and then of course the situation in Europe and the NATO membership, things related to NATO membership. And of course good news from Sweden that Turkey is finally accepting that Sweden will be a member in NATO. So that's really good news for Finland also. As you know, Sweden and Finland have long been companions and allies, and we have had a lot of mutual interests. So that's why it's a relief that Sweden is now on its way to NATO membership. And then internally we have had a little bit government crisis going on. So Petteri Orpo's government has had a rough start, and basically we have been going from one crisis to another. So, and that is really unusual, because usually nothing is going on in politics mid-July. And of course this Biden visit is a part of our new NATO membership. I think it is, or one of the reasons why he is coming to Finland is that it is a courtesy visit to Finland, and it is one way that the US is showing appreciation and welcoming us to NATO. Oh, you don't see this every day. A tram is backing up, so probably Kaivokatu is right now closed, so they have to switch routes. And here you can see how they back up or reverse trams. So there is another like driving station behind the van or the tram car, and then the driver walks all the way to the back of the tram and then opens the hatch, and then he has controls to reverse the tram. So apparently they cannot use backup cameras to reverse the trams, so they have to do it like that. So it's probably a safety feature also, that the driver can see where he or she is going. Kade, that's a good question. I would say that Finland nowadays is a 24/7 society in a way that there is no bad times to visit, because especially summer months are really busy here in Finland, and almost every place is open. But I have to say, on the other hand, that July is a vacation month. Usually July is a vacation month in Finland, which means that places can be a little bit crowded because Finns are having their holidays. But I wouldn't say that places are closed during summer at all. Quite vice versa, I have to say. I think everything is open and really easy to reach. So, but on the other hand, if you want to visit some smaller towns of Finland, then I would avoid mid-winter or November. Maybe November and January can be quite quiet in smaller towns in Finland. But if you want to visit Helsinki, there is no such limits. Every month is quite good time to visit. Oh yes, sometimes it happens with the trams, because there might be is it a derailment when a tram it's like off tracks, and then they have to pick up the tram and put it back on tracks, and it might take let's say half an hour or hour. So that's why there can be some traffic jams with trams. And yes, of course, ambulances or accidents can cause this type of situations also, but usually they clear them quite fast. Hello Marie, welcome. And Lex is in the house. Good to see you. And Matt is walking with us tonight. Oh, Kulkija crew is in the house. Welcome everyone. So right now we are on Kaivokatu, and this is the expected route of the Biden motorcade. So as you can see, people are gathering and wanted to see the President of the United States. So Lex, I don't think so. I wasn't in Daniel's walks. Maybe that was some other dude. Oh, sorry, you meant Matt. Okay. I read it wrong. So I try my best to handle my second phone, so I can see if the plane has already landed. Okei, kiitos. They want to that the crowd will stay 1 meter from the fence. I don't think so. There is a way to city hop in Finland because at least I haven't heard about it. But it is quite easy to go to Tampere or Turku via or by train, and you can basically do your own city hopping that way. So let's keep walking for a while. I don't think so. No, I don't think they are coming just yet. So here's something interesting if you are interested in architecture. This is called Makkaratalo, the sausage house or sausage building, and the name comes from this ledge right here. And it is often considered one of the ugliest buildings in Helsinki. So Makkaratalo it is. Okay, I don't think they let us go further, so probably I will take some place and take a spot from here, and then we probably see the convoy coming down the Kaivokatu street. So there's a lot of police activity this week in Helsinki. So we have of course Helsinki Police Department and then also reinforcements from the other police departments around Finland. There is a helicopter approaching us right now. Yes, there's the helicopter. Yep. Helsingin Sanomat says that Air Force One has landed and President Biden is now in Finland. So this is something you don't see in Helsinki every year. And the last time US President was visiting us was in 2018 when Trump and Putin had their summit here in Helsinki. So, and I don't know, President Biden was in Helsinki before he was a president. I think that year was 2011 or something like that. So back then we had President Halonen in the office. Yes, the Trump summit was quite interesting. And we can still remember some interesting aspects of that meeting.
Se on pakko tehdä. No niin.
So not much going on at the moment. We are just waiting because Helsinki airport is about 20 kilometers away. So it takes a while or takes a moment before they arrive to city center.
Onni kuolee tänään!
Some noisy guys here, so let me find another spot so you can hear the ambience a little bit better. Right there, 10:30, and it is still 22 degrees Celsius. Yes, that's the rumor on the streets of Helsinki that the Biden will be staying in Radisson Blu Hotel in Kamppi. And when Trump was here, he stayed in the government guest house, and it is a government building in Munkkiniemi, and it is especially for foreign guests such as presidents and other heads of state. But at the moment the government guest house is under renovation and it is not open, so that's why President Biden cannot stay there. And it is a really nice building. It is full of Finnish design, and it is also architecturally quite interesting building. So if you want to Google it, it is called Valtion vierastalo in Finnish. Probably you can find it with or by Googling government guest house. And yes, Blinken stayed also in the same hotel, Radisson Blu. And I have to say it was a little bit surprising to people in Helsinki that both Blinken and apparently Biden are staying in that hotel, because it doesn't have that type of reputation, the Radisson Blu Hotel, that it is a presidential hotel, let's put it that way. It is quite nice and it is very clean and easy to access, but I don't think that it is in par with, let's example, with Camp or some other traditional hotels here in Helsinki. So more people tuning in. Welcome everyone to Helsinki. We are at the moment waiting for President Biden to arrive. I have read the Helsingin Sanomat newspaper that Air Force One has landed already to Helsinki-Vantaa airport, and it probably takes 20 minutes or 30 minutes before the motorcade arrives to Helsinki city center. And a lot of preparations have been done earlier this week for this state visit. For example, Market Square is closed tomorrow altogether. Only some members of media or journalists will be allowed to be there and film the presidential palace when President Niinistö and Nordic prime ministers meet President Biden there. And also some streets are blocked from the car traffic, and there are of course some tram routes and bus routes that are not running at the moment. So quite a lot going on in Helsinki. And also Finnish Defense Forces is helping Helsinki Police Department, and they are giving helping hand to police. And one interesting thing is that they have been welding manhole covers all around the city, so they make sure that there is no access through manholes to the streets when the streets are blocked. And it is one of like running joke right now here in Helsinki that Americans are arriving, and so better weld the manholes. And from Finnish perspective, it's quite funny that they make those preparations. But of course, it is understandable that they have to do it. So some cars are already arriving. Looks like Finnish police cars. And yes, Hotel Hesperia still exists, but it has a different name right now. If I remember right, it is Crown Plaza Helsinki or something like that, but it is still there. And I arrived by bike to city central tonight because that's the smartest way to arrive at the moment, because as you can see on the other side, all the buses are blocked, so no buses going from or in Rautatientori station. Yes, Mari, I think that is a standard practice, that they have to secure all all those covers. And while we are waiting, now is perfect moment to hit that like button below the video, so that way we get more viewers to this live stream. So thank you if you can consider hitting the like button right now. And if you want to see more live streams from Finland this summer, then I advise you to subscribe my channel. So my channel is called Kulkija Explores, and as you can guess, it is about exploring Finland. And mostly they are live streams, but sometimes I make also edited videos, and you can find those too on my channel. So thank you for joining us tonight and watching this live stream from Helsinki, Finland. Yes, it is really beautiful summer evening right now. Still 22 degrees Celsius, so really warm. And quite a lot of people watching and standing on the streets. Maybe you can see on the other side of the street that is also quite crowded, but apparently this side of the street was a little bit better. So now there is a motorbike coming and also a helicopter flying quite low. So I think the motorcade is coming right now. There you go. First we have a couple of Finnish police cars, and then we see the US vehicles. And where is the beast? So there it is. People waving to President Biden right now. So there you go. And more vehicles coming. That's an interesting looking vehicle. And a couple of ambulances following, and then some other cars. All right, that was it, everyone. The Biden motorcade. So I think I will keep live streaming for a while. So if you want to stay with me and walk with me a little bit more, you are more than welcome. I think I'll try to find my way towards Radisson Blu Hotel. That's the hotel where Trump is apparently staying next tonight. And so let's see if we can find them again near the hotel. Let's keep moving via Aleksi because Kaivokatu is blocked and we cannot go. So it seems that the live stream quality is a little bit lower at the moment, but I hope it will be. So sorry, did I say Trump? I meant Biden. Sorry about that. So I was saying that the live stream quality might be a little bit worse at the moment because there is a lot of people around us, and also probably the media is using the bandwidth. So I try my best to find a better place and keep this live stream on for a while. Yesterday, one of Yle's news reporters kept saying Ukrainian NATO membership when he meant Sweden or Swedish NATO membership. So it happens to everyone, apparently. And trams are waiting here on Aleksi. So feels like I have been talking a lot. And so if we see some ärkioski, for example, I might want to take a Pepsi Max or a Coke. Actually, maybe we should take Coke because to honor our American guests. So something to drink would be great.
It's hard to understand if you're saying like.
Sunset is quite beautiful right now. I think McDonald's had some new drinks. It was some sort of shake, maybe. I don't remember the name anymore. But I don't think we are trying it tonight. Let's find something else to drink. And I have to get my bike back because I parked it near Atheneum, because there is this bike rack where you can like tie in your bike to the rack, and it is one of those rare places where you can do it. So that's why I parked it there. So military police guarding this intersection. I think we will go via Narinkkatori, because then we see the hotel and then we see if we can go anywhere even near that hotel. And yes, in Finland, police departments often ask help from the Finnish defense forces, and military police is usually there to help. And yes, we have President Hotel right here, but it seems that it was not the choice of President Biden. And we still have some helicopter activity over there. So let's see if it's a noisy night. But I don't think they are using helicopters after Biden has arrived to the hotel. I thought we would see a little bit more people here in Kamppi area. It's a lot quieter than Aleksanterin katu and Keskuskatu area. And I have to admit that it is quite nice and interesting to see those type of motorcades and how the people from United States do those things. Because in Finland, if President Sauli Niinistö is on the move, he has probably just one marked police car and then another unmarked car and some sort of a van following the president's car. So in Finland, presidential convoy is something like 4 or maybe even 5 cars. So the American way of doing things is a little bit different. So that's why it's always an event to see the Americans visiting Helsinki or any other European city. And when Sauli Niinistö is rolling, you don't probably even notice that there is a presidential motorcade going on the streets of Helsinki. But I have heard that Finland somehow has quite a good reputation when arranging these type of events and visits. So Finnish police force and also president's office probably have done a quite good job earlier, because these high-level leaders want to visit Finland, and apparently they feel safe here. So right now we are watching Tennispalatsi. It is the home of Helsinki Art Museum, and it is also one of the biggest cinemas in Finland, I think. So Finkino is inside this building, and Ham, not Ham, but Ham, is on the other side of the building. And there is also a Taco Bell right here, so it is quite rare. I don't think we have that many Taco Bells in Finland at the moment, but at least this is not the only one. There are also others, but Taco Bell is not that popular in Finland. And right here you can see beautiful autotalo building. So I think this was the headquarters of Mercedes-Benz at the time, at least. So that's why it is called autotalo. And over here we have sähkötalo, and you can see there it is the headquarters of Helsinki Energy Company. So that's why the name electric building. So let's see how far we can go. As you can see, there is a barricades here. So the whole hotel block is blocked. So you can't go very near. And they have also these shields that prevents watching and seeing what's going on. So anyway, right now we see Radisson Blu Hotel, where President Biden is probably staying for tonight. So it is quite interesting building in a way. I think it was built in early 1990s, maybe 1991 or something like that, and it has two parts, or like two wings, and then there's that a little or lower building between them, or connecting these two buildings. And that red dome between the buildings is Helsinki Synagogue, and there are only two synagogues in Finland, and the other one is in Turku.
Tuossa se sviitti, missä se on?
Mä en tiedä tarkalleen missä se sviitti on, kummalla puolella se mahtaisi olla.
Joo. Kato, se on jo siellä.
Joo, todennäköisesti
joo,
kyllä.
Koska se veti
kyllä.
Lapenlahden katua sinne.
Joo, no niin. Mä
kävin
katsomassa.
Asun niitti Lapenlahden katua.
Okei.
Mä olisin vittu nähnyt ikkunasta
niin,
paremmin.
sä tulit kadulle kuitenkin katsomaan.
Joo, mä tiedän miten mä pääsen edes sinne, kun se on suljettu.
Niin, totta. Joudut kiertämään.
Mutta tavaa sen nyt, herra jumala, jos se...
No, en mä tiedä, se on varmaan tuo koko kortteli suljettu tossa, että
niin.
Joudut varmaan kiertämään vähän.
Joo.
Mutta hyvää illanjatkoa. So some lady asked where is the presidential suite, but I have no idea where it is. Probably somewhere upstairs. And the lady said that she lives nearby and she doesn't know how to get back to her home. So a little bit inconvenience for people living this area. So now we know Radisson Blu Hotel, where President Biden is staying. So let me check my phone if there's any updates on Helsingin Sanomat newspaper. And if not, then we keep walking and I will keep finding my drink. Maybe my half a liter of Coke. So the newest update says that Biden has arrived to Kamppi and they went through a tunnel and probably parked their cars inside the hotel garage, which is below the hotel or under it. And the convoy consisted over 30 cars, so more than 30 cars was there on the convoy. So not that much going on right now. I hope he sleeps well inside the Radisson Blu Hotel. I don't know, Matt. If you have any good guesses why Finnish people love Pepsi so much, let me know in the comments. I usually drink Pepsi Max, the sugar-free version of the drink.
Why didn't even go there? Like Joe Biden.
So really nice evening, have to say. And it seems that the buses are queuing to Kamppi bus station. That's strange that they don't let them in, probably. And then there is the giant seagull of Helsinki Art Museum. So not the best moment to arrive to Helsinki by car. So here we have Baana. It is a combined cycle path and pedestrian area. So when you are going from Ruoholahti to city center or other way around, then Baana is the fastest way if you are riding your bike. And Baana is an old railroad track, and they converted it to bike path maybe something like 20 years ago, or maybe even more. So Let's be careful out here. Maybe we should go back and go on the other side of the intersection. I think Biden is staying only for one night, so he will be leaving tomorrow evening, and I think the meetings are in the afternoon, so maybe he leaves before 6 o'clock or something like that. So he is not probably going to see Helsinki tourist attractions. Okay, let's see where is the nearest R-kioski. I think there is one near Taidehalli. Let's see if that's open. And then I will walk back to Kansalaistori area and Oodi, because I have to get my bike back so I can't just walk home this time. I'm not sure if I have ever live streamed from Baana, the former train tracks. Probably once, but just a little bit. It would be nice to have a walk all the way from Ruoholahti to Oodi via Baana. So maybe next time or time after that. There are so many good walking routes in Helsinki, but it is funny that you always walk the same routes because it's like a force of habit. And I think, yes, Biden has quite a nice reputation in Europe, because in Europe we think he is one of those so-called international US presidents, that he has a long career in international relations, and probably he knows a thing or two about small European nations and things like that. Yes, that's true. There is a contrast between former president of the United States and President Biden. So there is Taidehalli. It is an art museum. Why did I remember that we had ärkioski on this corner? Apparently it is not here anymore, or then I just don't remember it right. Let's see the map. Oh no. Everything seems to be closed at the moment. And when I was saying earlier that Finland is a 24/7 society, apparently ärkioski, they are all closed. So no more drinks, or no drinks for kulkija at the moment. Look at these details. Really nice. No, I will buy Coke because that's what I think is truly American drink. I try to find if there's any shops open at the moment. Oh, there is Alepa right around the corner, so maybe we can visit it. It should be there. Alepa is always open. So I will put you on the ground for a moment because I have to find my wallet. Okay. Yes, 24/7 Alepa. So where's the drinks? go. Real Pepsi, real Coca-Cola and with sugar. No niin. Kiitos.
Lue tuote tai valitse näytel. Lue S-etukortti. Seuraa kortin lukijan ohjeita.
Kato siinä se, se on
Kiitos.
semmonen väri. Joo. Mutta ekaksi toi teksti, mikä on tässä, missä on toi puhe, eikö se ole tänne valtana?
Oh yeah. There you go. Finally something to drink. And now we need to find a place to drink it. So, real Coca-Cola with sugar. I think I have deserve it with sugar this time. Yes, these buildings are somewhere from the early 1900s. Probably most of them are from 1910s. And yes, this is one of the oldest neighborhoods of Helsinki. We are in Etutöölö area right now and just behind the Parliament House. And there is Ostrobotnia restaurant, and it is also a venue space and quite famous. Nice rainbow lights. Let's see if we can go to the other side of Mannerheimintie and then towards, or we can go to Töölönlahti area because it should be quite nice right now. So that's the perfect place to have a sip of sugar. Oh, Mexican Coke in a glass bottle. That's interesting. But do you think it is the glass bottle that makes the difference, or it is the liquid itself? Because some people say that always the glass bottle is always better because the drink tastes better when it is stored in a glass bottle. Oh, here we can go. We don't have to go all the way back to Paana. All right. And yes, Coke with lemon is also very good, especially if you put the lemon in it yourself. So sometimes I buy Pepsi Max and lemons from the store. And a lot of ice, of course. Oh yes, it is made of real sugar. Oh, that explains why it's better. And the glass does help keep it colder and bubblier. Oh, that's interesting. I think we are so used to plastic bottles that we don't know it or know the difference anymore. Thank you. And this is a big improvement this summer in Helsinki, that we have parking spots for these rental e-scooters. They don't no longer lie around. And I think they have a system that the driver will get a fine, something like a small fine, if they leave the scooter outside one of those boxes. So that is really good improvement. Helsinki has been a wild west of those e-scooters, but now they are finding new rules to keep the streets a little bit tidier. Oh, it is so nice and quiet here. It's 11:30 here in Helsinki right now. So this is almost a midnight life. So let's see where we are going to stop. Sunset looks really stunning. Wow, there is a lot of geese here on the beach. They are all sleeping. Almost all. Some of them are keeping watch. And some plastic flamingos floating on Töölönlahti. Oh, hello Raven, welcome. Yes, it is really gorgeous evening. So, let's see. Maybe if I put my camera or phone over here, and then we will do the traditional face reveal. Are you ready, guys? Ta-da! So this is the guy behind the camera. Hello everyone, and here's my Coke. Here it goes. It is like steaming a little bit. Oh yes. When you drink a lot of those Diet Cokes and Pepsi Max, it is a totally different taste. They want to say something, but I don't understand them. So we just enjoy the Coke. So Linnanmäki on the other side of Töölönlahti. They don't have any lights on. That is a little bit surprising. So guys, what do you think? I think this was quite a nice walk. And we reached our goal, which was to see the motorcade of President Biden. Luckily I have a day off tomorrow, so it doesn't matter. Even though I'm up here wandering the streets of Helsinki at night, so I can sleep a little bit later tomorrow. I have actually a long weekend coming. I'm heading to Savonlinna this time, so I'm attending the Opera Festival of Savonlinna. So that's a really nice weekend coming. I'm going to see Romeo and Juliet. It is quite rare that they have Romeo and Juliet on stage in Savonlinna and also as an opera here in Finland. It is usually in theaters but not in opera. So that's quite nice that we have it in Savonlinna this summer. I have to look a little bit closer. Yes, we have achieved our objectives for tonight, and of course the Coke was the main objective. I don't think we have that many coffee shops open this late in Helsinki. Of course bars are open, but not the coffee shops. So that's a little bit shame. If you want to have something non-alcoholic, but you have to go to a bar or restaurant. So, jos
Sattumo tolle tupakkoa vai?
ei ole valitettavasti.
Ja näin se nyt se on, mutta järkevää olla polttamatta.
Se on aina näin. Noniin,
Kyllä.
hyvä.
Niin. Hyvänä.
Noniin, mukavaa illanjatkoa. Asked for a light, but I don't smoke, so I don't carry a lighter with me. It is quite surprising that people still asked for light in Finland, because I don't know really any smokers, or there is not that much smokers, but still on the streets they ask for light. I don't know. Okay, I put the rest of the coke to my back, and then we can continue walking towards Oori and eventually my bike, which is near Atheneum. So then I have to cycle back home. But it is such a nice evening, so it doesn't matter. Okay, bye bye ducks and geese. And yes, the Savonlinna Opera Festival is quite nice summer event. I think this will be my 4th or 5th time maybe there. I'm one of those guys who doesn't really go to opera here in Helsinki, but the Savonlinna Opera Festival is a little bit different thing, and because it is inside the Olavinlinna castle, so it is a really nice atmosphere, and also the acoustics is really nice inside the castle. And yes, can you see my favorite building? Let me switch camera. It's over there, the small one. Hotellitorni, that's what I mean. It has really nice lights nowadays after they renovated it. It is kinda open air opera, but it is inside the castle, and they have this roof type of thing over the guests and singers. So, but you can really feel the air inside, and if it's windy, then you can feel the wind inside the castle. So it's kinda open air. And if you Google Olavinlinna, then you can see the pictures of that castle. And yes, no wind in Helsinki. It is completely still right now. It is really rare. And usually May and June are really windy months in Helsinki. But July and August are already a little bit better. I think it has something to do with the sea and seawater getting warmer. So when the seawater is warm, you get less wind. Oh, Raven's mom is looking forward seeing Torni. Let's see what I can do for her. I'm a little bit afraid that I can't go on the other side of the Mannerheimintie, but we can always check the situation, because I have to admit I'm really enjoying myself here right now, because it is warm and calm and not that much people, and Helsinki looking really beautiful tonight. These are the walks I've been waiting for the whole winter, and I'm glad you are walking with me tonight. So thank you everyone for supporting my channel and being active members of the Kulkija community. Oh, I'm sorry to hear, Raven, you lost your mother. That's sad. And right now we are on Kansalaistori area. So we are between Oodi, this building right here, and this one, the glass one, is Sanomatalo, and it is the headquarters of Helsingin Sanomat newspaper, and there is also some other newspapers and radio stations that belong to the same what is that called? Like same business. And then we have Kiasma right here, and Eduskuntatalo, the Parliament House, and right here Musiikkitalo, the music house. So this is really nice area. What are these guys filming? Maybe they are doing a music video. Yes, Tönölahti Park is really spacious. If I had the power, maybe I would put some trees a little bit more there, then it would be, to my opinion, a little bit nicer or even nicer. Yes, we are right between Central Station and Kiasma, and this is called Postitalo, the postal office, or the main postal office back in the day. It wasn't cha-cha-cha, it was some sort of rap song. Maybe it was the rapper himself performing. Yes, you can see a little bit of Torni behind Forum, but I think we can visit Torni. Oh yes, this is the Postitalo building. So there is still the old sign right here, and it is really nice and tall building. Yes, the supermarket is downstairs. I think it is K Market. And what do we have here? Because this has been always a mystery box for me, because sometimes there is a souvenir shop inside of this glass cube, but now there is something else. It is called Piggies. I don't know what is Piggies, I have never heard of it, but they sell fresh juice and some special lime snow. 6 euros, and then they have teas, so ice cream and juice and tea shop. That's pretty cool. Should try it sometime. Yes, that's true. There is not that many trees in Pasila neighborhood, especially in the eastern Pasila area. That is like a brutalist heaven. And yes, now we are back on Kamppi area. Makia shop right here. Oh, they have sunglasses also. That's nice. And right here we have Karhu store. So Karhu sneakers. The Moomin store is on the other side of the corner. So let's see if it's still there. I have to admit that I don't visit the Moomin store that often. And there is one Moomin store on Esplanade, but I don't see any Moomin stores here right now. Hey, there it is. Ta-da! So, look at that. It doesn't look like... Is it only the left side of the store? Because the other side looks totally different. That's a little bit strange. Hey, it is Moomin shop also, but I didn't recognize. There's Pikku Myy. I don't know what her name is in English. So do you know the English names of all the characters? Because this one is Moomin Troll, I know that one, and probably also Moomin Pappa. It's also the same in Swedish and in English. But what? And Moomin Mamma, of course. But I don't know the rest of the gang in English. Maybe I should educate myself. And there is the horrible and scary Mörkö. Oh, look at that. It says, my dear fear. Mörkö. What's Mörkö in Swedish? It was something like something similar. Yeah, yes, the croak. And it is Madame Croak. So that's for many Finns. It was a surprise that Croak is she. Yes, another face reveal, accidental face reveal. Sorry about that. And yes, every Finnish child has that trauma when they saw Mörkö for the first time in the animated series that was published something like early 1990s maybe, because I remember that scene from the series and it was scary as hell. And do you know the sound that Mörkö makes? It's like this weird, like this. So it was pretty traumatizing for the children. Okay. Another police car right there. Scandinavian outdoor store right here. Oh, I don't want to think about the time when we have to wear jackets again. Oh, that's depressing. What is that store? Is it like a yarn? Yeah, it looks like a yarn store. Snurre. Snurre.fi. Oh, really colorful yarns. Oh, Markus loves winters. That's it, you are banned. No, I'm just joking. You have to have winter so you can enjoy the summer. That's how it goes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, what we have been waiting for. There it is. Hotelli Torni. Full of interesting history and also quite interesting architecture. I think I should go to the top of the tower sometimes and start my live stream from there, because there is an atelier bar on the top of the tower and it has really nice views over the rooftops of Helsinki. So there is another great idea from where to start a live stream someday. And yes, it is still one of the highest points of this neighborhood, so you can really see Helsinki well from the top of it. So let's switch the camera, so now you can probably see a little bit better. So there is Torni, my favorite building. I haven't visited Torni for at least 3 or 4 years, because when you live in Helsinki you don't really need the hotel rooms. But back in the day when I lived in Jyväskylä, I spent some nights in Torni when I was visiting Helsinki. And pro tip, always choose a room that is inside the tower itself. So there are rooms down here, and then there is a little bit smaller rooms inside the tower itself, but always choose a room from the tower. Yes, there was a huge renovation in Torni, and I think it was opened last year. So the renovation took almost a year, but now it's open again. And because it is a historical building, then you of course have to renovate it in a way that you don't really change anything, you just fix places. Yes, it is always surprising that there is a sudden burst of people just around the corner. Oh, that was a noisy tram. And like a true Finn, we are waiting for the green light, even though there is no one coming. Finally. What are these guys doing? Are they cleaning the windows, maybe? Or they are fixing something. That's probably the only time of the day when you can fix something on Mannerheimintie. So this is one of the characteristics of Helsinki, that there is one very busy street with a lot of nightlife, and then there are the next street is literally dead and it is like mixing or switching between these extremes, and I think that is quite funny thing here in Helsinki when you notice it. Yeah, I don't know if they have taken down the Christmas decorations, but in some cases they just leave them on because it is so it needs so much labor to put them back every winter, and then they can take them down. But I think Stockholm doesn't have Christmas decorations right now up. And this one is the famous Christmas window, but now it's just a regular window. So guys, are you still there? Or did you fell asleep? Okay, someone didn't like that I'm holding my camera, but I just walk away if something like that happens. But the guy wasn't aggressive, he was just drunk. So I was asking, are you guys there still? Because I have about 32% battery left, so I can still walk a little bit if you want to. Because this is a really rare walk that I'm not feeling cold, and and it is just really nice summer evening or night here in Helsinki. So no pressure to go back home. Okay, you are still there. Nice to have you walking with me tonight. And yes, I have some Coke still left, so I can rehydrate myself a little bit soon. So switch the camera. So right now we are on Espa or Esplanade, and this is the part they renovated this summer. So they took one lane of parking away, and then they added these terraces and plants and palm trees. And I think it looks really nice, and it has been really vivid this summer. Lots of people walking and enjoying Espa.
Vi tar det en annan gång.
Yes, I think it is still safe to do this live walk this time of the night, but I wouldn't do the same walk, let's say around 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. because then we have a lot more drunken people on the streets, and as you know, some of them might want to fight you. So this is still quite nice. The midnight is still quite safe. I don't visit Blake Park that much. It is like I don't go by that much. So, and it's like I don't have any business there, and I don't have any friends who live around Blake Park. So that's why I don't visit it that much. But it is really nice park also, and the old church is really nice. So everyone, I'm referring to Ruttopuisto in Finnish, and the official name of the park is Vanha Kirkkopuisto, so old church park, but pretty much everyone in Helsinki call it Blake Park, because, and the reason for it is a historical reason, because back in the day people who died from Blake were buried in that park. And yes, I haven't encountered that many drunken people while live streaming, so I don't really know how they react. But the main thing is that you always have to be considerate and don't stick your phone to someone's face. And if you see that someone is annoyed by me making these live walks, then we can just walk away. So no need to react or interact with those people. And over there we see some Moomin mugs. This is the Arabia store. So let's see if they have any new Moomin mugs. Are these the newest ones? I don't collect them myself, so I don't really know what is the newest edition of the mug. So it says 29.90. And there we can see the bottom of the mug. Yes, it says 2023. So this is probably the newest edition of the mug, and they have also plates. Yes, Arabia is amazing. And they have also the Iittala brand, which they make like glasses and maybe silverware and stuff like that. So this is really beautiful mug. It is called puutarhurit. So puutarhuri is a gardener in English. And there is a nice poster also. That reminds me of a little bit Tove Jansson's graphic, or Tove Jansson's art. Don't you think there is something similar in Tove Jansson's drawings? And yes, there is a lot of people who collect Moomin mugs. And here is Iittala flagship store. So there you can see the what is it? Vase. How do you say it in English? But you know what I mean. And then they have this type of glass art. These are handmade and probably unique. So 1,500 euros. Pretty awesome. And then there's glassware. And these are called Oiva Toikka birds. So really traditional Finnish art. And those birds are, of course, handmade. And that's the Teema series by Guy Frank from 1952. So really traditional and long-lived series. So that was Arabia and Iittala flagship stores. Now we probably get a copyright strike. Oh, there is this guy sleeping. So, young seagull sleeping there. Yes, that is true. You can find Ultima Thule series if you are traveling in business class in a Finnair's plane. So, and they have Marimekko napkins and those napkins you get also in economy class. That's where I travel every time. So Finnair uses these Finnish brands, of course. All right, we are back almost where we started earlier tonight. So let's keep walking towards my bike and let's hope it is still there. At least it is properly locked, so we have good chances that I can ride back home. I don't have to walk. A little bit yawning. What time is it? 22 minutes past midnight. So this is one of those quieter blocks of Aleksanterin katu. You can only hear the tram. Yes, really good walk. I have enjoyed a lot. Really nice, and probably top 3 walks this year. So yes, thank you, Matt. Please remember to click the like button, and if you are feeling it, then also the subscribe button, because I noticed that we are about to reach, I don't know the exact number right now, but we are about to reach 500 subscribers, and I thought that I might have a 500 subscribers special episode coming maybe early August, or yes, August. It is not from Helsinki probably, but some other really nice city. So 500 subscribers special coming towards you. And of course I don't want to give away the city where I'm probably going, so you will see it then when we are there, so it's a surprise. Yes, I think it was blue da ba dee ba da ba doo. I don't know how the song goes, but it sounded familiar. Ooh, they have a Polestar space right here. Look at that. I heard they were opening this one, but I have never seen it in live, or I have never walked past here. I have never noticed it. So there's Polestar 2 with a performance pack. And there is another Polestar 2, and this seems to be the newest version, and it is a rear wheel drive. So that's the difference between the old model and the new one. They have now rear wheel drive, and seems that the battery pack is also a little bit larger, and it has more kilowatts in the motor. So Polestar, a really nice car brand, and I really like it. And Polestar 2 is like a Tesla Model 3 rival, and I think it looks really much better than Tesla Model 3. Oh, so really nice cars, and really nice that they have a showroom now in the middle of Helsinki, because their previous showroom was in Herttoniemi area, and it is a little bit further away. So Raven, no hints about where the special episode will be. You have to wait. Okay, I see my bike. It is still there, so no worries. No one stole it. But Raven, there must be some little surprises in our lives, so that will be a surprise for you guys. And yes, Volvo and Polestar are basically the same company, but Polestar is the fully electric brand for Volvo Group, or should I say Geely Group, because Geely owns both Volvo and Polestar. But anyway, really nice design. And if I remember right, the Polestar CEO is the former head designer of Volvo. So there is also this kind of a link between these two car makes and models. Yes, it is Chinese owned right now, both of those cars. And I think Polestar 2 is made in China. So that's for me a little bit like a negative thing, that they don't make Polestar cars in Sweden, for example. Oh really? That's really nice to hear, Mikael. 505 subscribers. So we were talking about reaching our goals tonight. So that's one goal for me. We have reached. So that's really nice to hear. And it is always nice to see that the channel is growing slowly but steadily. And I don't have to or I don't need like millions of subscribers, but for me it is enough. And for me the important thing is that you guys are watching and you guys are active in the chat. So that's really rewarding to me. And that really means that I have to start planning my 500 subscriber special. It really has to be something special. So no pressure at all. So I have 16% of battery left. So I think we are about to end this live stream and this walk. So thank you everyone. It has been a pleasure for me, and the chat has been really active, and we got really many new live subscribers. So that's really good news, and it really makes me happy. Yes, kiitos everyone. A really nice walk. I'm planning to do one more face reveal. And thank you guys with my face. And I'm looking for a spot where I can land my phone for a moment. Whoops. And one more waiting with the red light. Come on, change. Why does it take so long? Okay, finally. That was annoying. More police motorbikes. That's cool. this is funny. I can't find any place to put my phone down. One of those things when you start looking for something and that is really like normal and everyday object, but then when you are looking for it, you cannot find it. Okay, there is at least one trash can. Oh, it's not a trash can, it is some sort of electric cabin, but here we go. Alright, we made it and the battery didn't die. So, thank you everyone so much for joining me tonight, and I hope you enjoyed this live stream. And it might be that the next live stream is the 500 subscribers special, but there might be one or well, maybe one live stream from Helsinki, and after that we have 500 subscribers special somewhere else. I'm not revealing anything, but really cool walk tonight and I really enjoy it. So everyone, have a good night, and let's switch to the camera, and here we go. Helsinki says good night. So bye bye guys, and see you soon.